Hello friends, let's talk about today's essay. So the essay which I'm going to discuss today is, some people say that the best way to improve road safety would be to increase the minimum legal age for driving a car or motorbike. Okay, so since there is a problem that there are so many accidents taking place, so what they come up as a solution, they are just thinking, some people. So some people, they come up as a solution that okay, if we want to reduce the number of road accidents, so the best solution is to increase the age of driving license legally, like at what age you can drive, that should be increased, the minimum age. Okay, to what extent do you agree or disagree? So whenever the question is asking about to what extent, make sure you mention about extent. I partially agree, I agree to large extent, I fully agree, I fully disagree, or I disagree to large extent. So you have 5 parameters. Out of these 5 you have to choose one straight away, and since the question is talking about you, so if it is you agree, you must say I partially agree, I agree to large extent, whatever, but make sure your response would include I. Your response would include that extent, how much or to what extent you agree or disagree. Okay, so since the topic is very much clear in front of us and the question is about how to make this road safer so that people don't meet with accidents, so the best solution, do you think that increasing age, legal age, minimum legal age would be beneficial? So since it is the best way, so I am going to go for I partially agree. I partially agree means yes, there is no doubt if that minimum legal age would be increased, obviously roads would be much safer. But at the same time, other than only focusing on that minimum legal age, we can focus on other ways. So what these other ways are and how increasing that legal age would help reduce these casualties. Okay, so we'll talk about it. So I'm going to talk about this BP1 now. I partially agree. How increasing the age would help, right? So the first point I have taken that youngsters, teenagers, because that legal driving age is 18 years. So 18 years is what? From 13 to 19 is a teen age. So 18 years, the person who is of 18 years, 19 years, they are also teenagers. So youngsters or teenagers, they are immature and they are irresponsible. Obviously, they are not mature enough to understand the importance of traffic rules and why they are driving. They only know, right, this is a vehicle and they should enjoy it. Rather than focusing on the utility of it, rather than focusing on their life, that how precious their life is and how precious is the life of the other person. So no doubt they are immature and they are irresponsible, and they have strong inclination, they have a strong predilection. Predilection means preference. They have a lot of interest. Interest in what? Inclination is interest, propensity. So they have a lot of interest towards reckless driving. Reckless driving means careless driving. And when we say careless driving and reckless driving means when you are driving fast. When you're driving at 100, might be 120, 150, whatever you want. Why? Because you just want a race with your friends. So they are more inclined towards reckless driving just for the sake of fun. So they don't have a valid reason why they are driving fast. They are not driving an ambulance. They are driving their own car, might be their friend's car, but they are just doing it only and only for the sake of fun. And obviously if they are driving fast, there would be less control over the vehicle and the chances, the probability of accidents would be increased manifold. Okay, so the very first, increasing that minimum legal age would benefit in that way. Why? Because they don't understand why they shouldn't go for reckless driving. The second, I'll talk about teenagers. They lack or they have a shortage of awareness. They lack cognizance. Cognizance means understanding, awareness, knowledge. So they have very little knowledge. They have shortage of knowledge. They have shortage of awareness of what? So they lack cognizance of significance. Significance means importance. Importance of following traffic rules. They know these are traffic rules and in fact they are not aware. They might not be aware about all the rules. Even if they are aware, these are a few rules, but why they should follow it? What is the importance of it? They never know. and they're not interested to know. Okay, so this is what, it's a good idea, like once that minimum legal age is increased, there will be less teenagers drivers on the road, and obviously road would be safer for everybody. Okay, so it's all because of their lack of awareness, because they have just started learning driving, and obviously this is the new thing for you, so they just want to take it as a thrilling, as an adventurous experience. So they take driving actually as an adventure. They might be talking on the phone while driving when they see that nobody is observing them. So they keep on doing these activities which are dangerous for themselves, for others as well. Third, if we talk about like older people here, I'm just talking about, they are not youngsters. So there might be middle-aged people or something who are mature enough and who understand about driving and who have experience of driving, because this is a skill, and a skill always comes with, always develop with experience. So older people, they are more experienced. More experienced means they are adept or they are skilled. They are skilled drivers, they are adept drivers, so they can react quickly to perilous, dangerous or hazardous situation too. So they can react quickly to dangerous situations. So dangerous, instead of talking about dangerous, we can better say perilous, and we can say hazardous. So all three meanings are having the same meaning: perilous, hazardous and dangerous, all these situations. So these people, since they are skilled enough and they can react quickly on the road and they don't panic. Now what happens in case of this, I'll just give you a simple example of it. Let's say that youngsters, they are driving on the road and all of a sudden they find someone who has come in front of their car, might be an animal or might be a person, for any reason. If they see someone is coming all of a sudden, obviously they'll get panic, and the probability of meeting with an accident is extremely high. However, in this case of skilled drivers, if they are skilled drivers, so they know how to handle these situations. They might have gone through the same situations earlier in their life. Okay, and they can use their own senses. They don't lose temper very soon. They don't get panic. So they'll use their own senses, and they might be steer away their car, and in that way they can save themselves and the other person in front. Okay, so whatever the dangerous situation is, they can come up quietly, peacefully with a solution, and they escape from any dangerous situation. However, in the case of teenagers, that's for sure that they're gonna panic, and if they are panic, obviously, right, we know the result, what the result might be. Okay, so now we'll talk about the contrary side of it. In contrary, when we say I partially agree means 50-50. So if it is 50% agree from my side, that 50% disagree is also of my side. So I'll be talking about other ways. So what other ways can be considered in order to make that road safety as a priority or improve road safety? So the first is improve quality of roads. Okay, so as everybody knows that poor quality of road is equally important, is equally accountable for accidents. So if roads, they are maintained periodically means after a particular interval, after might be 2 months, 6 months, whatever the time period, if roads are maintained nicely, obviously the accidents are less likely to occur. Less likely means the probability or the proportion of meeting with an accident would reduce. And if people, they are driving on wider and bump free roads, so they're driving with more comfortable, and there are less chances of losing control over vehicle, and obviously it's safe for everybody. Okay, second, we can talk about strict or stringent punishment for careless drivers or daredevil drivers. Daredevil drivers means again the same, careless drivers. So if the punishment is strict, everybody knows, or I would say that there is no iota of doubt that punishment deter crime. Deter means prevent. Why? Because people get afraid of it. If I am to pay huge financial fines, or you use monetary fines, let's say if I'm supposed to pay $1,000, might be I'm supposed to pay $100, $200, so I'll just try to escape myself from from the situations where I am to pay the fines. So I'll try to understand the value of money. I'll try to understand why it is important for me to follow the rules. So if strict punishment are there, if the charges or if the punishment which is given is very less, okay, it's a lenient one, so people will start taking it for granted. Obviously they keep on enjoying, driving and while talking. So talking and driving, talking on mobile phone and driving is a very common practice. And when they say, okay, if they get caught, they just have to pay a few bucks, so that's okay, they can pay happily. But yes, if the fine is hefty, they'll not do it, right? So careless driver or the careless daredevil drivers, so huge monetary fines would discourage them doing these practices, whosoever would be. Third, I will talk about we should encourage people to use public transport because we want to reduce the traffic on the road. More traffic means more chances of accident. Less traffic means roads are safer. Okay, so in order to control bumper to bumper traffic, in order to control traffic congestion on the roads, we should encourage people to use public transport. And if we supposed to encourage them, there are two ways. The very first is by reducing fare. If the public transport is cheaper, people will definitely think of using public transportation, not their own cars. And another thing is that increasing frequency of buses. Another reason that why people don't go for public transport is because they have to wait for a long time to catch a bus. And time in these days is money. People don't want to waste time. They are ready to spend extra money. They are ready to shell out extra money just in order to save time. So if public transportation is cheaper and the frequency is quite higher, if they find that they can catch a bus without wasting their time, they'll definitely prefer taking buses or other public transportation. And if more people are using public transportation, there would be less traffic on the road and obviously roads would be safer. Okay, so in that way, first paragraph introduction. In second, I would say that I partially agree, and why I agree, I'll talk about it. I'll explain it with an example also. Example, as I have given you an example here, the same example can be explained. Then I'll talk about disagree, so one paragraph for disagree, and in fourth I'll give my opinion, the conclusion part. So in conclusion, you would say that okay, this is really effective, but at the same time we should focus on other ways rather than changing it straight away. Okay, because at this age now, youngsters, they need to use their cars because they are working. They might be going to their workplaces, they might be going to their college or universities for studies, so they need something, a vehicle that can save their time and they can focus more on their work and on their studies. And sometime during family emergencies also, they have to take someone out for might be medication, to doctors. So yes, if they are allowed legally to drive a vehicle, that would be safer for everybody, right? But yes, again, we should focus on these things as well, right? I hope this topic is clear to you, and if you like my video, don't forget to share it among your friends, and do like the video and subscribe the channel if you have not done yet. So keep learning with me. All the best.